Yes, so I just want to go on record on this particular item. We went through a pretty difficult process of balancing the budget this summer, where we had foreign languages programs being cut. We had instructional coaches moving back to the classroom, and some of them, one of our best teachers, decided to leave GCISD. And we basically underestimated our expenses by $4.4 million to balance the budget. And for what? You know, today, July 25th, we balanced the budget to July 1st, and this is an item that will basically put us out of balance, right? We're moving money from the fund balance to the operating budget. So we did all that work, all that chaos that we created in this district, instead of doing a balanced budget the right way, giving time to the administration to do it the right way, giving the superintendent time to do so, and not for what we basically had a balanced budget for 25 days. So I just want to make sure that the community understands that that's just not how you run a district. You know, these things happen, and you have a budget with some flexibility to account for things like this. When you have a budget that is so tight, then you have to come every time to ask the board to approve this type of items. And we're celebrating all this balanced budget for what? At the end of the day, we are here now, July 25th, before we start school, and the budget is not balanced. So I just want to go on record to say that.
Any comments? Becky?
Yeah. Sorry. And actually, there's two items on the consent agenda, and my understanding was that one actually happened July 2nd, so we made it 2 days. So 2 days or 25 days, we didn't make it out of the month. So I thought that we were going to then have everything brought back before us and have to have a discussion and justify each one of these. Obviously, with the floor having an issue again in Cross Timbers Middle School and the risers with pipe breaking, the fire riser pipe break over at Heritage Middle School, those are justifiable, but my impression was that we were going to have a discussion on every single one of these. So, Diane, which line item are these coming out of? And so we've already blown one by 50 grand. So from here on out, what all are we going to see coming out of this that fit into this category? I mean, can you or Paula give me some additional examples of maybe things that have happened in the past that we're now going to see for the next 11 months and 6 days?
Well, I don't have a crystal ball of exactly everything that's going to happen. We have, over the last couple of years, had some insurance claims, and we have just been able to cover the $50,000 deductible. I've just been able to move some money from our payroll to cover those. And with, just the change in the budgeting method this year, I mean, we're really tight on the payroll, and which is closer to what it is. And so when things like this come up, we will have to just come and amend the budget because, I've talked about the fact we can't overspend our budget. And so we just want to make sure that we're putting these amendments in place, when we do have things like this happen, we're adjusting the budget for those. Our deductibles for each of these claims is $50,000. And so we will have to cover $50,000 of the cost. And the remaining balance is, you'll see amendments in the budget where we've adjusted the expenditures and the revenues for the insurance proceeds.
Since this, so one of these happened July 2nd, it's now July 25th, so our next board meeting is not until August 22nd. So we're going to have to wait to do any repairs of things like this for everything that goes above the line item in the budget. Is that correct? So we're having to wait in order to pay this deductible? Are we able to start on this project? I mean, are we now going to be looking at, potentially holding stuff up for 3 to 4 weeks at a time as each one of these items comes before us on the agenda?